From Cichy Stadium in Fargo, North Dakota, good evening everyone. I'm Jacob Mayo alongside Alex Paul as we get set for North Dakota High School soccer action as the Shanley Deacons prepare to take on the Grand Forks Central Knights. Soccer on Shanley TV is presented by the Shanley Athletic Club, taking Deacon athletics to a higher level. We have an exciting game for you tonight. Stay tuned and we'll return shortly, right after this message from our Deacon partners.
This broadcast is presented by American Family Insurance Ken Craft Agency, Bell Bank, Beyond Boundaries Therapy Services, Border States Electric, the Fargo Jet Center, First International Bank and Trust, Forum Communications, Luther Family Buick GMC, Moore Engineering, Network Center, Off the Wall Advertising, Robert Gibb and Sons, St. Sophie's Psychiatric Center, Sanford Health, and Shields.
As we get set here for the match, there are many things to go over. As we can see, we have these young teams coming together, a completely new core for each team. First game of the season. It's going to be what we hope to be a very, very hyped up game. Got the Grand Forks Central Knights coming all the way from Grand Forks here today to fight against your Shanley Deacons. I feel like whoever wins this game is really going to set the tone for the season. How about you, Alex?
What was that?
Whoever wins this game is really going to set the tone for the season. Don't you agree?
Yeah, I'd agree with that because this would be a very athletic matchup between the two teams, as we saw while they were practicing earlier.
We're expecting a great goalie matchup. We have good defenders on each side. We got Ryan Russell, Cole Jagger, and Matthew Berg, all great goalkeepers for Shanley in case of injury. And on the other side of Grand Forks, we have Owen Fields, willing and ready to defend his goal at all costs. We also have John Vandenberg, who's the actual starter, but a little typo on our roster. The weather so far today is partly cloudy. We had rain earlier today and it's fairly windy outside. This may affect how these teams play on the field. As both teams get ready to huddle up for the almost at the tip-off for the opening meet here. Kickoff.
Let's get ready for some soccer.
Landon Oden sits ready on the Shanley right side, getting all hyped up in the middle. And we are underway. It's a deep kick all the way down that right side to Kankelfritz, who kicks it in. Already very close to the goal. the shot's no good. As Landon Gray rebounds himself, it's kicked all the way over back to Kankelfritz. Kicks it inside to Landon Oden, who almost scores. That would have been a great start for the Deacons, but it's just shy and a little bit right. Deep kick down the far side, and it looks like Mack passes it over.
Just his target there.
And it's tossed in by Montgomery, who throws it all the way over to the other side. And there's a scramble for it, as it looks like the Deacons are going to get it. It's passed over to Kankelfritz on the near side. Tight coverage as he kicks it way over the goalpost and out of bounds. Deep kick down the middle of the field as Amjour kicks it all the way over to Kraft. Physical game over here to Landon Oden, who's got space. He kicks it. Oh, just right of the goalpost. Vandenberg getting ready to kick this one deep. Little routine he does there. Kicks it. And it looks like headbutted by none other than Michael Deschon. Excuse me. That was Tyler McAllister who headbutted that for Shanley. Going the other way. Kankelfritz passes it over. Physical gameplay as it's going to be Shanley ball. Shirt pull. Header. And it's getting really close to the goalpost as it's saved by Vandenberg inside. And it's saved by the goalie, Cole Jagger. He drop kicks it all the way down to Landon Oden, who's being defended by Louis Taqua. On the near side, we got a battle here as it goes out of bounds, and it's going to be Shanley ball. Kankelfritz to inbound, and he does so to Gray. Oden kicks it behind his back to Kankelfritz. Inside, failed pass there as Grand Forks Central takes it the other way. And it's stolen back again by Gray. And he kicks it far away from any defender nearby. But now he's contested in that far corner. Dribbling in, kicks it all the way over to Kankelfritz. Over to Oden on that far, near side. Vandenberg ready to kick it again. And decent kick. Amjour gives it a header. Taqua is here to inbound it after it going out of bounds. All sorts of close fighting as There's a, well, tripped up by McAllister. It'll be Grand Forks Central ball. Dylan Harlstad is here for the free kick. Lefty kick all the way down, and it's headed by Tyler McAllister. Here comes Gray on that far side, passing it to Tofabaum. Tries to lead him inside, back to Gray, but no luck there. Tyler McAllister now has it. He kicks it, and it is denied by Vandenberg near the goal line. Near the goal. 33 minutes and 47 seconds left in this first half. The drop kick all the way near to midfield. And it'll be out of bounds. Shanley ball. And it's thrown in over to Gray. Dribbling on that far side, being guarded by number 14, Quinn Roll. And Takwa kicks it all the way out of bounds. It's going to be a Shanley ball. Here to inbound it is number 4, Nick Mastel. Dribbling at the top, and he kicks it out of, no, it was deflected by Amjor. Oh, excuse me. Yes, no, it was Amjor who kicked it out of bounds. Now a fight on that far side. Takwa kicks it. And it's on the other side of the football field. Some intense matchups on the inside in the middle of the field. It's kicked to the far side as Roll dribbles it up to midfield. Continuous fighting leads it over to Landon Oden on a break. Kicks it a little bit too far out in front of him, and Vandenberg yet again stops the chance of a Deacon score. Drop kick to the far side. Montgomery pass it over to Lance, and it looks like with the header, McAllister rushing just missed a chance to get it to the Grand Forks Central side. However, going back the other way, it's a failed pass to Antilla. Going back the other way yet again, it's intercepted by Grand Forks Central. Good defense by both teams.
Looks like there's a chipping foul there.
It'll be Kraft here again for a free kick. All the way down, and it's tipped up and out of bounds. Decent kick though on that. Got it all the way down about 10 yards due south of that goal. Looks like we got an injury on the field. It's Lance. Luckily, he gets up from that injury. I hope he'll start to feel better soon and be able to return to this game. Gabe Noah kicks it far down that side, and it's going to be Tofabom dribbling, and they're going to get him for a tripping call. Controversial in the stands. Perhaps the crowd did not like that call. And it will be a free kick for Grand Forks Central. Deep kick down that far side. And it's being battled over. McAllister up to Odin. Dribbling his way, trying to get past defenders left and right. Back to Tofabom. Experiencing the same problems that Odin had, and he's getting defended by Takwa. As it went out of bounds, it's inbounded and it's intercepted by Shanley. Here come the Deacons. Odin dribbling on that side, kicks it inside. And here comes, no good. It's being fought over by the goal line. Landon Gray tried to finish it back into the goal after Odin had passed it beautifully on the inside. However, it was missed, blocked by the goalie, and kicked out by Takwa. Heads up play by the Grand Forks Central Knights to keep that out of the goal.
Right now, right now it looks like the Grand Forks Knights are being very defensive right now.
Well, backed inside that far, inside their own box. You just kind of have to pray to hold the line as we're going to get a corner kick from Kankelfritz. It's inside, headed by Gabe Noah. Being fought over between Amjour and Kankelfritz, but it ends up in Odin's hands. And Odin kicks out of bounds. However, no. They believe it was tipped. It's going to be Shanley ball.
The score is still 0-0, and the clock is saying it. There's 27 minutes and 30 seconds left of the half.
Good defensive play here by the Knights. Noah kicks it in, but it's denied yet again. Mestel this time kicks it out of bounds, and it's going to be Grand Forks Central to inbound it. Takwa throws it in to the other side, where Amjour gets it stolen from him. And he retains possession. Inbounds it back in, attempting to get it into Ekohin, but no good on the attempt. Gray trying to make some headway, but he gets stopped. Now back on the Deacons side. Grand Forks Central moves the ball. It's Antilla who kicks it to Roll. Dribbling, and it'll be knocked out of bounds by Tofabom. Knights ball. And substitution for the Deacons. We have, for the Knights, we have number 4, Hayden Kraft. Camden Kraft. And for the Deacons, I believe
Welcome for the Deacons, number 30, Nathan Andrews.
That'll be Nathan Andrews. As Grand Forks Central takes it over to the other side of the half of the to the other side of the half of midfield, I gotta wonder, is anyone gonna score in this game? It's still early in the game, and I know. However, good defense from both sides. That's evident by Vanderberg. Vandenberg protecting his goal continuously throughout multiple Deacon assaults on his goal. He drop kicks it over to midfield, where it's semi-recovered by the Deacons, but then kicked over to number 13, Brody Kendall. But now on that near side yet again, Gray kicks it over with the strike attempt. Denied. Tofabaum has it at the top in the middle, and he gets tripped up, and they're going to get the Knights for that foul. It's going to be a free kick for the Deacons. Not too far from that Grand Forks Central goal.
Do you think they can pull off a goal on this free kick?
Perhaps. Here comes Odin, and it's a light kick to the far side. To the far side, it goes way over the goal.
I thought he was gonna try and shoot it over the defenders' heads there.
And substitution under the pitch for your Deacons. Let's welcome number 3, Christian Allmer.
Christian Allmer is now onto the pitch for the Shanley Deacons.
Back on that far side, it's Andrews. And it's kicked out of bounds. It's going to be Grand Forks Central ball. Roll to inbound it. Throws it, and he makes a decent connection to Ross Wilbur before it's kicked out of bounds yet again. Shanley ball. Inside to Tofabaum. The ball is kicked way up high, and it's Takwa. He kicks it himself out of bounds, this time on the near side. Crazy how this ball can shift from one side to the other that quickly. Estelle inbounds it to McAllister. Kicks it softly where Roll is waiting for him. Amjour avoids Mastel and kicks it back to Takwa. Ulmer in the middle there fighting over the ball with Amjour. And Amjour breaks through just a little bit until it's kicked over to the midfield line again. Back and forth, here we go. Deacons have numbers now. It's up to Andrews. Inside, and it's slightly mishandled. He was trying to get it inside to Odin. But instead it's Vandenberg who comes in for the stop yet again. Drop kicks it high into the air. This one's soaring through the sky as it goes past midfield. And it's retrieved by Hayden Mack before, I believe, a shirt tug. Unless it was a handball.
The score is still 0-0, and there's 21 minutes and 20 seconds left of the half.
Noah kicks it far down the middle. He's got Tofabaum, but it's denied by Takwa. Antilla kicks it, and it's retrieved by McAllister. Odin making moves on the defenders. It's kicked inside from McAllister into Gray. And Roll trying to get some edge on that side. A little physical on that edge, as some think that he pushed him in the stands. And an attempted assist there on the far side leaves it out of bounds, and a kickoff for Vandenberg.
On to the pitch for your Knights, number 6, Camden Kraft.
Camden Kraft comes in for Antilla. on the substitution for the Knights. And here's an outlet down to number 4 for the Knights, Hayden Mack, but it's saved by Cole Jagger. Nearly a potential for a goal.
That was pretty close to the goal, closest I've seen all night. Other than the close call earlier.
I'd agree. So it's going to be Grand Forks Knights ball. Sorry, Grand Forks Central Knights ball. Not to be confused with the Rough Riders. Connor Noreen kicks it way down the field. And it's deflected by McAllister. Kankel Fritz kicks it yet again inside, but it's denied by the Knights. Going the other way. We got Akohin making moves on Andrews. Triple teamed. And Almer and the Deacons get control of the ball yet again. The header over to Odin, but it's denied. Noreen kicks it over to nobody else but maybe the greatest defensive performance of the night, Takwa. Coming the other way now.
That was a pretty nice steal right there.
And he trips, no call. The crowd's not happy about it. I'm sure now, and it'll go out of bounds. Deacon ball. Mastel inside. Kankel Fritz. Back to Mastel, dribbling around defender. Back over to midfield. McAllister. Noreen way down the field. And it's going to be Deacon ball. Ulmer, midfield. Oh, and here comes Odin. He's got space to work with. Can he beat Vandenberg? No, he cannot. Just a couple tenths of a second too late.
Deacons have had multiple close calls for goals here.
Absolutely. It's been assault after assault after assault. And there have been at times where this Knights defense has bent, but it has never broken yet tonight. Already 23 minutes in with 17 minutes and 2 seconds left in the first half. Here's Odin. Working on the near side. Kicks it into Kankel Fritz. And he still maintains control of the ball. Mastel now. Working on Amjour. Passes it to McAllister. Insides it to Odin. Oh, denied by Vandenberg yet again. Quick on the ball. But as I said before, as the drop kick hits midfield, this Knights defense is surely showing up here in their first game. You know, there's always those questions that you get. How is my team going to perform when come game time, the first game of the season? Well, one side of the ball has definitely been holding up. Let's see if they can get it now and strike into the heart of the Shanley defensive core. Odin now almost went out of bounds. He's got Tofelbaum. Tofelbaum driving in. Shoots over the goal. Through the goalpost, too. He had space and room to work with, but he realized that nobody had followed him.
Substitution under the pitch for your Knights. Number 2, Brooks and Tilla, and number 16, Kate Linda.
So, for Grand Forks Central, Brooks Antilla and Cade Linseth come in And Michael Nowak for the Deacons. Fighting over near midfield. Here's Antilla. Andrews. It's going to be out of bounds for Grand Forks Central. Header. Roll, trying to get some space. Akohin denied, but it's still Grand Forks Central ball. Amjour. Got a defender on him. But good defense by the Deacons. They manage him to turn it over. Oh! Tripped up on the field was Aiden Fitzgerald. However, still Deacon ball. A high arching kick almost went in from Odin. There was a time in that arch where I didn't think the ball would come down.
That's what I was thinking too there. I thought that was just going to go soaring right over the goal.
Almost went in. That's kicked down to midfield. It's Akohin. He passes it, and he's got numbers. Cade Linseth pushing in, and he kicks it right at the goal. Cole Jagger here to kick it off. And whistle on the field. That's going to be Grand Forks Central ball. Connor Noreen here to kick it. Perhaps they can get a goal here. They're within decent distance of Cole Jagger. However, there's still that Shanley wall they need to worry about. It's kicked inside. Antilla over to Kraft, who loses control of it. Roll kicks it way up and out of bounds. Deacon ball. Looks like a substitution on the field.
For your Deacon,
Number two, Matthew Berg coming in for the game. And Calvin Montgomery, number 8. Big kick by Cole Jagger. All the way over to midfield and then some. There's the header by Noah. Fitzgerald gets it by. Noreen trying to make moves. Odin also has the ball, kicks it just over the goal.
He's had plenty of good chances. I'm surprised. But he is also dealing with a really good defense right in front of him.
It'll be Ulmer. Christian Ulmer to kick it in for the corner kick. The header by Noreen over to Odin. Fought over with roll and physical fighting. It's going to be Grand Forks Central ball. Noreen here yet again to kick it off for Grand Forks Central. Good kick. However, it's retrieved by the Deacons. Kicked almost equally the same distance on the far side. Vandenberg drop kicks it again to that far side. Roll the header, but it's received by, let's see who that was. Gray, who kicked it all the way back to Vandenberg. Yet another drop kick. This time, it looks like Grand Forks Central. Nope, yet again. Fought over. Odin finally tries to get some order involved. Berg fighting with Takwa. However, it's kicked yet away again, but now it's Almer who passes it into Noreen, who just kicks it out of bounds.
And substitution onto the pitch for your Deacons, number 5, Andrew Kenkefred, and number
Another
11,
Deacon
Tyler
substitution.
McAllister.
Tyler McAllister, number 11, and Andrew Kankelfritz, number 10. Two good offensive players for the Deacons coming back into the game. Perhaps this might give them the edge they need on this corner kick to score a goal. Kicked in from that far side. Nobody was able to give it the header. Kicked out of bounds. And corner on the far side this time. It's going to be Landon Odin to kick it in. A low kick is shot high into the sky by Roll. Header after header. And it's back in Odin's hands on the far side. Trying to make moves on Roll. He kicks it and it goes out of bounds yet again. Vandenberg getting ready to kick this one off again.
There's 8 minutes left of the half. Do you think anything drastic will happen in that minutes? In those last minutes?
Number 12, Dylan.
Well, if my math serves me right, if we keep going like this, we might not get any points by the end of regulation. Then again, anything can happen.
That is a good
McAllister
point.
passing it into Berg, but it gets kicked out of bounds by Kendall.
And welcome back onto the pitch for your Deacon, number 10, Isaiah Tolkemon.
Number 10. And, oh, excuse me. Tofelbaum comes into the game. Kendall kicks it over. And it's going to end up in Kankelfritz's hands. Mastel. Back and forth. McAllister. Oh. Mastel missed on the swing, and here comes Grand Forks Central. It's denied by Cole Jager on an excellent save by the goal. Here come the Deacons now. Down the field. Berg. Got space. Denied yet again by Vandenberg. Drop kicks it down to the midline. Some physical contact there with Ahakin, but it's denied by Shanley. It'll be out of bounds and Shanley ball. Dylan Harlstad was trying to go for the ball, however, kicked it out of bounds. Noah trying to work on the inside. And it'll go out of bounds. Excuse me, that was Michael Nowak. Looks like Noreen is getting ready to kick this ball off. Deep down the field, but there is a plethora of Shanley uniforms there. Kicked up high into the sky. It's headed all the way over to McAllister. Odin now trying to get some space and room to work with. Dribbling by defenders, making moves. Gets in the hands of Mestella, who kicks it out of bounds. Grand Forks Central ball. 4 minutes and 37 seconds left in the half. McAllister, yet again, working in on defenders, but he kicks it out of bounds. Noreen again to kick it off. With that powerful lefty kick, he kicks it all the way down to midfield. And there's going to be a handball on the play. Deacon ball. The Deacons have retained possession for most of this game, it feels like. As Gabe Noah kicks it way down near the goal line, but it's denied by Vanderberg. The drop kick this time, again, reaches midfield. Went between the legs of a Grand Forks Central defender, and it remains in the hands of Gray. Roll now, kicks it over to Tilla, who trips up Nowak, and it'll be Shanley ball. Gabe Noah here to kick it in. Let's see if Shanley can score here on this. Would be incredible if they did. Denied by Attila. Tofabaum fighting over it on that far side. Throws it in. A bicycle kick attempt by what looks like Berg. Goes out of bounds. Yet another kick by Connor Noreen coming up. A low strike this time to that far side. Roll, giving it the header. Tofabaum also giving it the header as it goes out of bounds. Thrown in by Grand Forks Central. Up ahead to midfield. Trying to create some space. Here's Akohin. There's a foul on the play. He got tripped up. Connor Noreen again will kick it off for the Grand Forks Central Knights with 1 minute and 40 seconds left in this first half. It's getting into the crunch time of this 80-minute game, nearly halfway there. Antilla fighting over it, saved by Jagger. Near that goal, almost a score from seemingly out of nowhere, caught me off guard. Nearly got by the defensive line of Cole Jagger. Odin now has possession of the ball. He kicks it, and we got numbers. Kankelfritz going down that near side, kicks it inside to Noreen, who had the header by Kankelfritz. Kicks it inside to Berg. The header, good attempt, would have gone in if there was no defender there. But then again, it's Vanderberg who stops a potential Deacon score. 37 seconds left. A deep drop kick to midfield. Berg kicks it over the midfield line. And McAllister does the same, but yet it's denied by Noreen. An even deeper kick by Shanley.
10, 9,
9 seconds left.
6, 5, 4, 3,
Oh, and Tofabom
1.
had it blocked by Roll.
Gentlemen, your first half score in a juggernaut. Your Bradford Cichy kill and your Shanley Deacons kill. And don't forget, there is a concession stand located at the north end of the bleachers.
Going into the half, Shanley TV is made possible in part by the Shanley Athletic Club and their generous members. Check out their website today at shanleyathletic.com to learn how your membership contributes to Shanley TV, the Deacon Den, and many other student athlete needs. While you're there, be sure to renew your annual membership by clicking the Join Now button or become a member if you are not one already. It's easy to become a member and anyone can join, so sign up today. The Shanley Athletic Club taking Deacon Athletics to a higher level.
second half of soccer.
Welcome back to Cichy Stadium. After an exciting first half where Shanley controlled most of the ball, yet no scoring, we are gearing up for a second half. With the sides flipped, of course, we'll be ready for a kickoff very soon. If you've enjoyed watching our ShanleyTV.com broadcasts, please consider making a donation to help us continue to bring you quality programming. We rely on donations to bring you every broadcast, and we need your help to continue to improve the quality of our productions and to add new features for you, the viewer, to enjoy. If you are interested in donating, please contact Joel Shuey at 701-893-3225. Again, that's Joel Shuey at 701-893-3225. Thank you for watching, and thanks for your support of Shanley TV. As we get underway here, there's fighting on the near side. Roll looking to throw it in, and he's trying to get it to Antilla. However, McAllister kicks it up, and control of the possession is flip-flopping all over the place as it's starting to get into the hands of Grand Forks Central. Just as I say that, Gray starts to pull away with the ball, and he gets tripped up. It'll be Shanley ball. Tofabom getting ready for the free kick with Odin. Odin's taking it. Tofabom was on the ball though. And it goes to Tofabom. Contested heavily on that side. He gets it to the other side of the field. However, it's coming back the other way. Ahikin kicks it out of bounds, attempting to get it to Amjor. Linseth tries to get it over midfield. However, it's kicked out of bounds. It'll still be Grand Forks Central ball going the other way. Kicked out of bounds yet again, this time for Shanley. It's inbounded by Peter Noah, down to Odin. Working on that side, trying to get defenders to bite on his crossovers. Instead, it goes out of bounds. Ahikin to Tofabom has it now on the other side. He kicks it inside to Gray, working in on Connor Noreen. Going down on that near side, close to the goal. Odin gets it stolen from him by Grand Forks Central. It's going to be Grand Forks Central ball. Again, this core, this brand new core in the first game of Grand Forks Central has really shown the defense that they can put up against these Deacons. However, on the offensive side, they've been rather quiet. Shanley has been attacking all night long. Takwa kicks it all the way down inside the Shanley side of the field. It was almost nonchalantly kicked by Gabe Noah to Cole Jagger and nearly followed through by Grand Forks Central. could have been a goal if Jagger hadn't been paying attention. And Tilla now kicks it to Gabe Noah.
These goalies will have to be on their heels today because of how these teams have been attacking.
I would definitely agree. These goalies must be really tired. Arakeen gets it blocked. Going the other way now. Here comes Odin. Getting a little physical with defenders. Ken Dahl dribbling it to the other side, and it'll go out of bounds. Shanley to inbound it. And Ulmer, great defense by Grand Forks Central, trying to keep it on the side they want it to be on, aka on the offensive side. Something they haven't been able to do as much as the Deacons have. Regardless, this has been a defensive game. Fritz kicks it inside. Andrews was there, but the pass was a little short. Andrews nearly had a goal. Excuse me, that's Tofabaum. Tofabaum nearly had a goal. Just a little bit awkward on the kick.
The way I see that is if he had a good kick, that goalie would not have been able to stop it.
I agree. He was in perfect striking position, just a couple feet away from that goal.
Yeah.
An uncontested kick goes and falls in the hands of Fritz. Going on that side, and it's going to be a turnover. Grand Forks Central ball. Offsides by the Deacons. Noreen getting ready to kick it off yet again. Down that far side, and it'll be Deacon ball. Good save. Oh, excuse me. It'll be Grand Forks Central ball. Heads up play by the Deacons to kick it out of bounds there to stop perhaps a disorganized defense. Instead results in the ball getting kicked out of bounds, and it will be a kick by Cole Jagger to send this down the field. This goal kick is fired all the way down to the half line. Being quarreled over. Kicked back to the half line. Founded by Noreen, but now Ulmer's chasing after it, and he's got it. Working in on Linseth. Kicks it back out to Noah. Noah getting some space. Nearly went out of bounds, but he saves it. Gray coming on that near side. Kicks it inside. Fritz. Oh, and the ball's mishandled. Luckily, remains in the hands of McAllister until it is kicked out of bounds by Ulmer. Goalie kick for Vandenberg. John Vandenberg having a great game of stopping this Shanley Deacons relentless offense that keeps pushing and pushing on the Grand Forks Central side. Odin trying to get the ball. Instead, it ends up in Roll's hands, who kicks it down. It's headed by Muhammad, and it ends up in Cole Jagger's hands, who just kicks it out of bounds.
Why do you think he's kicking it out of bounds instead of just picking it up with his hands?
Well, if Gabe kicks it back, he can't pick it up within that
And substitution
area.
set for your Deacons.
He would have to wait a little bit longer, and by that time, it could have easily gone into the striker, who was ready and wanting to score that goal. Atakin, however, he just kicked it out of bounds to avoid that particular event. However, now it's Deacon ball. It's kicked down the field. Winseth. Now it's in the hands of Atakin. Now on the far side, it's Takwa. Akohin back to Takwa. Good defense by Shanley, making Grand Forks Central swing that ball around. Noah trying to get it to the other side, and he does so. However, it's Noreen who kicks it right back. Tofabom now crossing the half line. Kicks it, it slides through multiple Grand Forks Central defenders before it's finally kicked over to the half line. Fitzgerald over to Andrews. Down the middle of the field. Nearly had possession there. Shanley did. However, it was Noreen who kicked it back out to the half line.
If Shanley did get possession there, I would have seen a no-doubter goal right there.
Could have broken through, indeed. A little physical on the attempt to get the ball. Noah. A missed attempt at trying to kick the ball. However, it's now sky high. Huge kick by Noreen. And Jagger picks it up. Andrews now has it on that far side. He kicks it to Ulmer. Ulmer all the way down the field to Gray. Odin back to the other side, and it's Ulmer now. Kankelfritz to Odin.
That was,
Couple of feet off.
he just nearly got the goal right there.
Number 8, Hasim Amor. And number 11, Michael Deschamps.
The Grand Forks Central Knights, number 8, Hazem Amjor, and number 11, Michael Deschamps, come in the substitution. Another goalie kick down the field. And it's being fought over by Takwa. And not fought over, it's just fight for possession. Amjor kicks it out of bounds. Deacons have possession. Here to throw it in. Kankelfritz. Kick inside. Tofabom nearly had it. However, was denied by roll. Noah had an eye on the goal. However, Vandenberg is there to stop such an occurrence. Then again, over the half line now, with 26 minutes and 8 seconds to go in the half. And in regulation, therefore. Fitzgerald, excuse me, Nowak with Antilla. Goes out of bounds, and it went to Grand Forks Central. Now it again goes out of bounds, and it will remain a Grand Forks Central ball. Roll here to throw it in. Tries to get it inside to Amjour. However, Tofabom is there, who kicks it down the other side. Odin, who shoots and misses about 7 yards right of the goal. Nonetheless, a good attempt.
And let's welcome onto the pitch for your Deacons, number 11, Tyler.
Number 11 for the Deacons comes in, Tyler McAllister, on the substitution. Noreen filling in for the goalie kick. Fires it way down again to the half line. He consistently hits those deep balls. Andrews. Possession control is being contested, and it's going down to Tofabom, who loses control of the ball. He had McAllister down with him. And with 24 minutes and 2 seconds to go, it'll be yet another goalie kick for Grand Forks Central. That, I think, was the closest we've seen to having a goal scored tonight, as it's headed back into Grand Forks Central territory. Tofabom has it blocked. Peter Noah, contesting the ball with other Grand Forks Central defenders, getting into the near side, is hit inside. Gray sliding as he kicks the ball, but it is yet denied. It'll be Shanley. Ball eerily close to the goal as it's thrown in. Grand Forks Central gets possession of it. Wilbur kicks it all the way up ahead to Amjour. Muhammad trying to get by Gabe Noah. Both trip up on the play.
That was a nice slide there to get the ball away.
Good defense by Noah. Another goalie kick by Jagger. Gorgeously passed to Andrews on that far side. However, it results in Muhammad's hands. Roll, trying to get some space.
That's into the stands.
Kicks it, yes, into the stands. Tofabom getting ready to inbound it. The game is delayed for now until
And back onto the pitch for your Deacons, number 12, Landon Odin.
Landon Odin comes in for the Deacons on the substitution. Finally, Peter Noah is able to throw it in. Into Tofabom, who gets absolutely eaten alive by Antilla. Out of bounds to be thrown in by Grand Forks Central. That'll be roll.
And onto the pitch for your Knights. Number 6, Camden Kraft, and number 9, Edom Akud.
Number 9, Ida McCoon, will come in for Grand Forks Central. Gray kicks it over to Andrews, who misses on the pass, and it goes out of bounds. Grand Forks Central coming the other way. It's inbounded to Amjour, and it's kicked out of bounds yet again, this time by Mastel. Yet again, another turnover. Deacons to inbound it. Don't forget that you can connect with Shanley TV on social media. Get the latest updates about Shanley sports teams, plus reminders about upcoming broadcasts, like our Facebook page today at facebook.com/ShanleyTV, or follow us on Twitter at Shanley TV. Thank you. Noreen kicks it down to the goal line, and Roll kicks it sky high to that near side, and Ahokin could not retain possession of that ball as it sails out of bounds. Gabe Noah will inbound it. Attempted to get it into Tofabom. However, it was hit out of bounds by Wilbur of the Grand Forks Central Knights. Peter Noah will now inbound it. And he throws it all the way to Tyler McAllister. Tofabom working, tight-roping on that near side. Tries to get space. Kicks it inside. Andrews just a little too slow trying to get it away from Vandenberg. It was actually another offsides call by the Deacons. This ball is kicked way down the field this time, and Cole Jagger kicks it down to Andrews, who it's deflected off and out of bounds. Deacon ball. We have 17 minutes and 54 seconds left in this half, starting to get into the crunch time. Tofabom now, trying to make some crossovers and some moves on Grand Forks Central Knight defenders. It gets in the hands of Andrews, however, it's quickly swatted away, but it remains in Deacon hands. Kick to midfield. Noah kicking it down, trying to get a goal, but it's denied by Vandenberg. On the drop kick, high into the air. Looming down, trying to find Muhammad, but he was knocked to the ground. And they're gonna make a call on that. It's going to be Grand Forks Central ball. You don't want to be making those kind of fouls this late into this long of a game, especially at this low of score, when a goal is invaluable to any team at this point. Noreen down the field. Jagger lost control of it. Could have ended horribly if it had gotten in the hands of Grand Forks Central. However, he managed to retain control. This is a huge drop kick, and it remains in Deacon hands. As Andrews trying to get a step, nearly Nearly into the goal, but it's saved yet again by Vandenberg.
I think I'd say they should try going for more high shots because they've shot that are mostly low.
And as he says that, Odin has got McAllister, who couldn't get full possession of the ball. He had a step on both defenders with nothing but the goalie and the goalpost in front of him. However, a slight slip up. It looks like we'll be going the other way on the goalie kick. Substitution, it looks like. And it'll be Matthew Berg, number 2 for the Deacons, coming in to relieve Tyler McAllister. Vandenberg on the goalie kick. The half line has been a busy place as it's kicked down near the goal line. Andrews trying to get a hold of it on that side. He'll throw it in. And he does so. Tofenbaum inside. Berg with the header. Misses it. Almost goes in on the follow-up by Gray. However, it was blocked yet again by multiple Grand Forks Central defenders.
One thing these two teams have in common is when they have the ball, they are attacking. When they're on defense, they're just trying to attack the ball.
At all costs, this is the game that sets the tone of the season, and both teams want to win that first game. Down the field, Gabe Noah trying to get possession of the ball, and it's kicked up in the air by Antilla. Over to Amjour. Multiple Deacons and Grand Forks Central opponents trying to get the ball alike. And it'll be Shanley ball. On that foul. Noah is going to kick it, trying to get some leverage here. The strike is down the field, and it goes out of bounds. Vandenberg again is going to have another goalie kick. This one is low to the ground, and it gets deflected. But it again remains in the hands of Grand Forks Central. This time on the drop kick. This one goes a little bit further and a little bit higher. And it is continuously being contested. Tofenbaum nearly had a step on the defenders. And they're going to get a whistle and a foul, I think, for a jersey tug. For holding. However, Shanley's inching closer to that goal every single time there's a penalty. And it yet again goes out of bounds. Decent kick by Gabe Noah. Yet another goalie kick. As number 16 for Grand Forks Central, Cade Linzeth comes in.
There's 11 minutes left in of the game, and the score's still 0-0.
Here's Muhammad working on defenders, and I believe he was offsides. So it's going to be Deacon ball. Gabe Noah yet again here for this kick. This is blasted down the field. Kankel Fritz kicks out of bounds, and it'll be GCF ball. Sorry, GFC ball. Working on that far side. And it's kicked way out of bounds. Kankel Fritz shaking his head a little bit after that kick. And on the other goalie kick, it's Andrews in a contested and physical confrontation near the half line. After that foul, it'll be GFC ball. Noreen kicks it all the way out of bounds after no one touched it. The corner kick, inbounded. Ahokin Akohin. Either way, Jagger is here for the goalie kick. And it goes out of bounds. It's to be inbounded by Roll. Gray up to Tofabom, what a pass from Tofabom. Odin coming down on that side, near side. Over to Tofabom, kicked away by Antilla, and it'll go out of bounds. We got 7 minutes and 39 seconds left in the regulation. No team wants to walk away with a tie. Both teams want to win. Kankel Fritz kicks it inside, trying to get the step, but it's once again Vandenberg on the great stop. Save after save for this goalie, not allowing Shanley too much leg room. The header by Muhammad, and both players trip. It'll be Deacon ball near the half line. Gabe Noah here to kick it. Down inside. Kankelford shoots it. Denied by Vandenberg. Tofabom is on the rebound, so to speak. And he's getting contested all over by GFC defenders. There's a tripping call. And it'll be GFC ball. Jagger coming way out of the goal to kick that ball away. And he gets it to Andrews, who kicks it up. And it eventually ends up in the hands of Nowak, who then kicks it out of bounds. It'll be the Knights' ball. Antilla to roll back up to Mohammed. And it'll be Deacon ball after the handball. Four minutes and 57 seconds left in the ball game as we approach under the 5-minute mark. It's Gray. No, yes, it is Gray. Working on that side, trying to get a breakthrough. But he loses control and kicks it out of bounds. Oh, no, it is a corner kick. Deflected. Tofabom in to kick it. And nobody makes contact with the ball on its original descent to the ground. However, the Deacons retain possession of it for now until it's headed. But the midfield line finally kicked out of bounds.
By the looks of it, Grand Forks is trying to be defensive right now.
Well, it's worked for them all game. A whopping 76 minutes without a score on either side. The missed header by Muhammad. Back on the other side. Here comes Andrews. Physical contesting on that side until Andrews gets tripped up. And it'll be Deacon ball. 3 minutes and 9 seconds. As time ticks away, the Deacons are within striking distance of the goal. It'll be Odin to kick it inside. Not a corner kick, but very close to that far side. It's Tofabom, who had an open lane to the goal off his head outside the bar of the goal. They catch a break.
And substitution onto the pitch for your Knights, number 8, Hakeem Amur.
I'm going to be honest there, I thought that one was about to go in.
Number 11, Tyler McAllister.
And it would have been huge inside 3 minutes. The goalie kick is headed by Gray. Tofabom gets it. Now Roll has it. Up to Muhammad. Here come the Knights. But they're quickly stopped by McAllister. Scramble for it at the midline. However, it results in GFC getting the ball until Shanley retains possession, and then it's kicked out of bounds. It'll be Shanley ball. Going back the other way. Here we go. Tofabom has room to run. Trips up on the finish. And it's another stop by Vandenberg. A minute and 16 seconds to go.
Ladies and gentlemen and players, there's 1 minute remaining in the match.
Free kick. McAllister's gonna kick it down to the goal. launches the kick down to the goal line. It's headed up. Berg on that side trying to get a hold of the ball. And he does so. Noah kicks it. 30 seconds left in the game. McAllister kicks it with his left foot down the field.
There's only 20 seconds left. As I see right now, it's the last chance for anyone to score.
Trying to get some room. Noah's trying to get past. However, it'll be GFC ball. And that'll do it. Well, what an interesting game. 80 minutes of no scoring on either sides. Great defense on both sides. Vandenberg played a great game for the Knights, as well as Jagger did for the Deacons.
They both had incredible saves, too.
Yes. An interesting seasoning opener. It could set the tone for the rest of the season. But for Alex Paul and our entire crew, I'm Jacob Mayo. The final score from Fargo, your Shanley Deacons 0, and the Grand Forks Central Knights, nothing. To watch the archived version of this entire game and our other broadcasts, go to shanleytv.com. The proceeding has been a presentation of Shanley TV.